So, hello, lovely world. Now, this whole pandemic or whatever you want to call it has really got me to realizing one of two things, which I'm going to discuss both of them in this video. Look, I know our nation is in the most difficult of times right now, but we have to stay positive. We have to think this thing will eventually disappear or die down enough where we can be, some semblance of normal. And I'm not saying the movie I watched is, actually going to happen. And it's not Contagion. I know Contagion it could be considered just as bad as this. Please do not misinterpret anything I say in this video, except for the true stuff that I will get to later on in this video. So I just watched San Andreas, the movie with Dwayne Johnson, Alexander Daddario, and Carly Gugino, I believe that's her name. I've seen the movie before. It's about the San Andreas fault and how there could possibly be a 9.6 earthquake that hits the San Andreas fault line, which runs all the way through California, and it sucks, but it could happen someday. I don't know if it'll ever. I've talked about this in the past when I watched the movie the last time, but I'm not trying to compare the two things, but this is a very trying time in everyone's lives. We don't know what's going to happen. We sure as heck, we don't know if this coronavirus or COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, we don't know when it's going to end or if it will ever end. It is a virus, and viruses can be very deadly. I mean, from what I've seen, now these numbers could have changed in the past, past few hours, but from what I understand, I think we're getting close to 45,000 deaths in the United States. That's a lot of deaths. And I think there's been upwards of 2.5 million cases already, confirmed in the United States. Or maybe it's more than that. I don't really know all the details or all the numbers on that. But that brings me to my very next point, which is what this whole entire video is about. Look, I would love nothing more for you guys to, whether it's FaceTime, Zoom, Skype, whatever you need to do, please, before anything more bad happens, please tell your loved ones you love them. Which leads me to this, this very important topic. Look, I've had so many amazing friends, and I still have amazing friends. There are some friends I've known for almost 20 years. And there are friends I've known one friend in particular I've known my entire life. But I'm not talking about the one I've known my entire life. I'm talking about the one I've known for almost 20 years. And she is family to me. I've known her for so long that I consider her a sister to me. A sister I never had. A sister I've always wanted but could never have. And I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to say, anything other than that we've been friends for almost 20 years. And that leads me to this. Look, I know we keep, leading you on. But I asked her and she said yes. So I asked her to be my best woman. Now, I know that a lot of you think that, the traditional route is to have a best man at the wedding. Now, I'm not going to get married anytime soon. It could be years before I get married. It could be, first I have to get a girlfriend, and then, we have to be, dating for at least a year, maybe 6 months to a year. Then maybe I'll propose, and then we got to figure out a wedding date and all that stuff. But the very first step is to get a girlfriend for me. And that's always been the goal. Ever since I started high school back in 2004. It is now 2020. And look, I know it's not going to be an easy journey to get a girlfriend. I know that. But I know there is one special woman out there for me somewhere in this world. Whether it's here in California, whether it's it could be in New York, it could be in Florida, it could be in Ohio, it could be in any state. It could be even in Hawaii, or Nevada, or Washington D.C., or the state of Washington, or Indiana. It could be in any state. And I know she's out there, and I know someone's gonna love me just as much as I do love them. And that woman is out there somewhere, waiting for me to come into her life, and I come into hers. And and I come into hers, and she comes into mine. That's what I meant to say. And I know that when I get married, thanks to Instagram, I asked this friend I've known for so long that I consider family to be my best woman, and she accepted being best woman. Now, the other part of that is that the woman I would get married to someday, maybe a year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, however long it is from now. She has to accept that it's not going to be a best man that, holds the ring and plans the bachelor party, excuse me, and, stands next to me on the altar when I'm, getting married and stuff. It's going to be a best woman. I know I'm going to break that barrier because I believe, now don't get me wrong, you can do it whatever way you see fit. You can have a maid of honor be a man. You could have the best man be a woman. I know tradition states that the maid of honor has to be a woman and the best man has to be a man. But that's not going to be the case at my wedding. I want my best man to be a woman. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Now, like I said before, I don't know when it's going to happen. It could be, like I said, it could be 5 years from now. It could be 10 years from now. It could be 15 years from now. Who knows when I'll get a girlfriend? Who knows when I'll get married? Or any of that stuff will happen. But someday it will happen. And thanks to, I did ask her in the most genuine way I possibly can. She is a sister to me. I've known her for so long that I couldn't ask for a better representation for someone to plan my bachelor party and standing next to me at the altar and holding the wedding ring of my future wife whenever that happens. She is the most important person in my life besides my mom and my aunts and my cousins. And potentially, my future wife. She is family. Even though we're not blood related, she is still like a sister to me. Because I've known her for so dang long. And that's what's important to me. Is that I have someone who's known me so well for the past almost 20 years. That's, there for me. In my darkest of times and my greatest of times. She has, been there. She's helped me through so much in my life. And I cannot thank her enough. And this is just the start. Because the next thing I want to say is that I'm going to ask her this, but I'm not going to say it right now. Maybe in the description I will tell you if she said yes or no and what it is that I asked her next. And so that's the most important thing that I want you guys to understand is that she means so much to me as a friend, as a sister, a sister figure to me for the past 20 years, almost 20 years of my life. And I'm ready to get married, to get a girlfriend, and start this new journey, this new chapter. So, with that being said, I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. You all know the drill. Have an amazing 2020, and hopefully everything turns out well. And have the best birthday you possibly can. And just be yourself. So, bye-bye.